All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for joining me on our Wednesday night Zoom. We are in the last week of December for 2016. So naturally, I want to talk about 2017. I want to talk about new goals, new focuses, new you, if that's what you want. I know that the holidays are just passing, and it is easy over the holidays to get caught up in everything. And it's easy to, like you said, Victoria, fall off the bandwagon of the business. And whatever it is that's going on in your life, if you need a refresh button, if you need to hit that refresh, if you are just getting started, or if you just kind of want to switch things up and refocus, this will hopefully help you out. You have to forgive me. See, my house is a mess. This is reality, guys. We're Plexus women that get to work from home, and it means 8 o'clock at night, house is still a mess. Okay, so this Zoom topic, what I want to cover is 3 things that you're going to need to know in order to make 2017 the year of success for you. So the year that you want this to be. And also, when we establish that, I'm going to teach you how to make your roadmap, make your goals, your goal setting. It's something that I'm very passionate about, as you two probably already know about me. I think it's crucial, absolutely crucial, to have your roadmap mapped out, know where you're going, and know how you're going to get there. It makes the journey a heck of a lot quicker, more effective, and I don't know about you, but I don't like wasting time. So my roadmaps are crucial for me, and my business completely changed when I started focusing on them and getting serious about them. But it took me time to figure out how to do them. So I'm trying to help you guys learn from my mistakes, and I'm just gonna teach you how to do them right off the bat, so you don't have to worry about figuring it out. But the first of the 3 things that you're gonna need to know in order to be successful in 2017 is that we're in network marketing. I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay. Okay, so we're in network marketing, and we need to know that this is not going to be handed to you. Okay, network marketing is better than working your 9 to 5 or clocking in, clocking out, and working tirelessly at a job for 30 plus years, barely making retirement, yada, yada, yada. But it's not perfect, okay? And with that being said, network marketing is simple. It's not easy, though. What we do is not easy, but it's very, very simple. If you can zone in and focus on the simplicity of it, then you kind of have the magic key to success in all of this. But again, what we do isn't easy. Pushing past fear every single day, not caring what people think about you, that's not easy. Being your own boss has pros and cons. And holding yourself accountable, if you show up to work or not, nobody's really going to know but you. That's not easy all the time. Posting on Facebook alone is not going to get you where you want to go. There's more to what we do, and I'm proud of that. I'm really, really proud of that. So we don't need to tell people that all you have to do is post on Facebook 2 times a day, and then you're going to retire in 2 years. No, we know that that's not true. And if that were true, then there would be something up with what we're doing. So again, focus on the fact that this is simple, not easy, simple. And I like simple. So the simplicity comes in filling your DMO, so your daily mode of operation, with IPAs, income producing activities. Establish that and repeat. Your DMO needs to be filled with IPAs every single day. Your journey, everything that you do, if you have 45 minutes, 30 minutes to give to your business in a day, then you need to make sure that the time that you're giving is very intentional, consistent, and that you have a sense of urgency in doing it. Rhonda Shaw, who is a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, I heard her speak at convention this year, and she said something that rang true in my brain that is just embedded in me, and I'll never forget it. She has like 5 kids, 2 of which are ill, and she is ill. Well, she's much better now because of her Plexus products, but point being, she is a really, really busy mama, and she homeschools. So she said that she is able to work her business every single day. She gives her business 30 minutes. 30 minutes. She's a diamond. Are you kidding me? I want to be that efficient. I want to know that in 30 minutes, I can conquer my business because I am being intentional, I am being consistent, and I have an insane amount of urgency in those 30 minutes, and I can get it done. If I can bring home $500,000 a year for 30 minutes a day, my husband's probably in the background like, whoa, that's pretty amazing. And it is doable. Again, simple, but you have to be intentional, consistent, and have a sense of urgency with what you're doing. The magic is definitely in the doing. So thinking about it, wanting to do it, even going and buying the planner, isn't gonna do it. It's not gonna get you there. You actually have to do it. Number 2, second thing you need to know and have in 2017 is confidence. If you believe you can do this, you will. I promise you that. You have to have confidence in the products, the opportunity, our compensation plan, network marketing in general, and most importantly, yourself. If you don't have confidence in any of these things, if any of this is wavering, talk to me. I am not immune to this. I have gone through my moments of doubt and disbelief. Absolutely, I have. Come talk to me. I will pour belief into you, but most importantly, I will show you the resources of how to dig yourself out of that and see the light again. I had to do crazy digging on network marketing in general in order to get to the point where I was confident enough to actually quit my job and make my family financially dependent on this income. So there's books. There's lots of free resources online that explain network marketing, the stability of it, all of that, if that's what you need. Our compensation plan. If our compensation plan doesn't make you want to jump out of your seat every time you think about it, then you don't fully understand it. And that's okay. There's lots of videos, though, to help you do that. Our products. The products and the opportunity. Watch a testimony a day, a financial testimony and a health testimony. It's easy to sometimes forget what the products have done for us. Like for me, I've been on the products for a year and a half now or over that. And if I wasn't pregnant now and feeling the benefits all over again, or experiencing new benefits, I should say, I forget the magic in it. So sometimes you have to refresh yourself, be intentional and consistent, and have a sense of urgency in pouring that belief into yourself. You're not alone in this, I promise you, but come talk to me. I'll show you these resources. And if you don't have the confidence in yourself that you can do this, then that is top priority. I mean, it's top priority, not only in your business, but in your life. If we're talking about 2017 and being a new you, I don't know about you, but I want to be a confident self. I want to be proud to be who I am. I want to know that I can conquer the world. And again, there are books that you can read that help you get to that mentality. There's things that you can add into your DMO that pour belief into you. And if you believe you can, I promise you, you will. If you don't have the confidence and belief in this, it's not going to happen long term. I'll admit, when I first got started, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no confidence. I had no belief. I just knew that the products were awesome, and it stopped there. But it took me probably a few months of seeing some success to really begin to have a core belief in this. And when my core belief really fully blossomed, that's when my whole perspective on the business completely changed. I went from just getting my products paid for to paying for my son's daycare bills, to quitting my job, to paying mortgages, stuff like that. So your belief doesn't come from success. Your success will come from your belief. So this needs to be something that, honest to goodness, is a top priority. And I always say this, that you don't wake up with it. It's something that you intentionally and consistently do for yourself. You build your belief. It doesn't just happen for you. And it does take effort, and sometimes it's not fun. And the third thing that you're going to need to know in order to be successful in 2017 is that your success has to be a priority. And how do you make your success a priority? You know your why and your destination. There's I think it's Sonia Dudley who told me, or she didn't tell me, I've never met her. But she said in a video, when your why makes you cry, there's no option you'll give yourself other than to succeed. I'll never forget the moment that I was sitting in my kitchen, our little tiny apartment, watching that training video, and I heard her say that. And a light bulb went on in my head, and I was like, well, you know what? Leaving my son every day to go to work makes me cry. I hate that. Like, that is, it tears my heart apart. And that's when I realized that's what I need to do it for. That's what makes me cry. That's my emotional pull. And anytime that I hit a hiccup, anytime that I might think someone thinks I'm crazy, or I get a no, or I feel a sense or some type of rejection, he's worth it. My why, my son, not leaving him one day is worth it. My why made me cry. And I know personally the importance of having such a strong emotional pull to your why, because A, it helped me achieve my goal. And then B, when I achieved my goal, my why had to evolve because I accomplished it. And I'll be honest, I have been senior gold for far too long for my comfort. And it's because I lost my why. I'm home now. This became my everyday life. I got comfortable. The fear of leaving him and having to go back to an office job isn't really there anymore. So I had to look myself in the mirror a few months ago and really dig deep and figure out, what is it that makes me cry again? What makes me come alive? What do I want to be remembered for? Or on the opposite end, what kills your spirit? There's what makes you come alive, and then what kind of kills you? What kills your spirit? Is it leaving your kids every day? Is it having to pay your student loans? Is it not having time to do the things you want to do? Is it medical bills? Having no savings? Pinching pennies? Living paycheck to paycheck? Whatever it may be, find out what your emotional pull can be. What kills your spirit? What makes you come alive? What do you want to be remembered for? Your big picture why. You have to ask yourself, what do you really want? Do you really want to pay your mortgage? Do you really want to grow an empire and motivate people and have a story to tell? Do you really want to pay for your children's college one day in cash? Do you want to be able to afford for them to go to private school? Do you want to be able to not have to work through going through college and then leave college with no debt? What do you really want? Figure that out, write it down, and become so close to your why. every day when you wake up, it doesn't matter how tired you are at the end of the day. It doesn't matter that you have a 60-minute commute to work to and from. It doesn't matter whatever happens in your day. Life is messy for all of us, okay? Life is messy for all of us. But when your why is big enough, you're able to push past that because you ask yourself, is little Sammy worth it? My son's so worth it. My dreams for my family are so worth anything I encounter in the day that I push past it and you still work your business. So success has to be a priority. Tara Castaneda said this in one of her videos, and I absolutely love it. She said that if you're not 100% committed to making your vision your reality, you're not going to have enough passion to nurture your business through the growing pains. People rarely join and make a considerable amount of money right off the bat. So if your focus is on short-term, quick gains, it's not going to be enough to keep you going. So just like in anything in life, your business is going to go up and down. If it didn't, then it wouldn't be real, quite frankly. There's going to be moments, and that's in anything that you do. And in those moments of when things are going great, what happens when it starts to go down? You need to have something that's going to keep you strong and going to keep your tunnel vision on, and that's your why. And that's what pushes you through. Every single person that makes it to diamond, sapphire, emerald, doesn't matter what rank, any person that makes it anywhere in this business has been through the trenches. The only difference is that they didn't give up, that they kept going. They kept their tunnel vision on. They knew their destination. They knew why they wanted to get there, and not getting there wasn't even an option. So again, I know firsthand both sides of a why. I know why it's so important because it helped me get where I wanted to go. And I also know why it's so important because I became stagnant because my why no longer made me cry. So I had to look myself in the mirror and really reassess that. And I encourage you to definitely do the same. Go into 2017 knowing exactly what you're going to come out of it with, no matter what, and why you're doing it. So when the going gets tough, you still push through. It's not something that maybe will come to you overnight. You may not have it just to write down. For me, it took lots of prayer, lots of digging, lots of figuring out deep within myself, my real emotional pull again. So it was something that took some time for me to discover my why again. But no matter how long it takes, focus on it, meditate on it, enter 2017 with that mindset of knowing that you have to have a clear why. What do you really want out of this? So with that being said, going into 2017, I want us to be a team with that intentionality, consistency, and urgency. And most importantly, Emily even talked about this in her Zoom today, the fact that it's incredibly simple to get where we do want to go. So no matter where it is that you want to go, if you want to get your products paid for, or if you want to be diamond, knowing how you're going to get there and having a roadmap is incredibly important. I like to use the analogy that you wouldn't pack up the car, kids in the back. You got 5 kids in the back in your minivan, pack up the car. You wouldn't head off to Texas or Louisiana or Arkansas or New York without the address of where you're going, without putting it into Waze or Google Maps or having your roadmap. You just wouldn't, because if you just headed out and went driving, can you imagine how long it would take you to get where you want to go? You always leave the house with a destination, knowing where you're going and knowing how you're going to get there. This is no different. Be intentional with your business, you guys. Run it like a business. So how we do that is is this backwards for you guys? No? Okay. I plan out my months every month. And it took me probably 6 months to do this. And when I started doing this, I promoted to gold and senior gold really quickly. It makes all the difference, I promise you. And it doesn't take long at all. So it's one of those things that you can squeeze into one of those 30 minutes, like the last week of every month. Start thinking about the next month and get it going. So how are we making our goals? I'm cheesy and I always do like a little catchphrase, make it pretty. It makes me want to go to it. So it's January. And then you're going to go ahead and map out how many new ambassadors you want a month. And this is just an example of how I do it. So a good goal for you should be a minimum of 3 new ambassadors every single month. Go silver every month. There's no reason not to do it. It means that you're actually working your business and it's a solid amount of money. That means that going gold is definitely in your horizon if you can go silver every month. So whatever your number may be, write it out. I always leave slots for each, by each number, whether it's 3 or 35 people. Every time someone joins my team, I get my email or I'm on my back office and I see their names pop up and I run and I write their name in every single time. It's like the highlight of my day when I get to fill in a name. That makes me feel like I'm getting closer to my goal. So that's very important. So break it down. How many new ambassadors do you want? Break down your preferred customers. Maybe you want 3 new preferred customers for January. Break that down. What is your goal PV? You want to have at least 500 PV, let's say, because you want at least 25% commission. Jumping from 15% commission to 25%, it's a big jump, guys, and it makes a big difference in your check. So I definitely encourage you to always aim to hit that 500 PV because you will reap the benefits. Trust me, my friend. And then with that being said, with the PV, I do weekly check-ins with my PV. Again, it holds me accountable and it also gets me excited when I see that, I jumped up. I sold maybe 200 or maybe 1 triplex combo from the first to the second week. So I got to go up. And then the third week, I haven't sold anything. Shoot, reminder, pressure's on that I only have 1 more week to reach my goal. This is a great way to hold yourself accountable, you guys, making sure that you're going in and physically filling it in. Little habits like this takes me 10 seconds out of my day max to go and run to this and fill it in when I need to. It's worth it. Okay. These are good habits to form for the new year. And then last but not least, I always make little personal goals. So it's great to have breakdowns of the overall goals for the month, but what are you going to do to actually achieve these goals? And that's what this section, examples of what you can make your goals be for the month in order to attain the overall goals. So breaking it down even more is for January, Emily Roberts is hosting the 7-day accountability group. So maybe you're going to add people to the 7-day accountability. You're going to host 1 online event. That's a goal for you to have for January. You're going to message 5 people a day. You're going to really conquer Follow-Up Friday. Follow-Up Friday. Why Friday? Friday is it sounds good, Follow-Up Friday, and it's easy to remember, but more importantly, Fridays are a good day to kind of catch people's attention. They're checking out of work. Their minds are already kind of on fun, relaxation themselves. And most people get paid on Fridays. So it's a great time to actually have conversations with people. They're not as strict with their time as they would be as opposed to a Monday. They're not going to be in as great as a mood. Fridays, people are more lenient with their time. They may give you a little bit more conversation. They may have had their paycheck deposited, and they may be excited to actually do something for themselves. So Follow-Up Friday is really key. You want to follow up with your potentials. your current customers, and your team. And then maybe another goal could be to watch a training video a day. If you miss one a day, just do 2 the next day, or whatever it may be. I watch like all my videos with my headphones in and my phone tucked into my pants when I'm running around the house. So ideally, I would sit and take notes. And on gnarly training videos, I do that. I make sure I have the time to do that. But let's be real, that's not how my life always works. I can't sit down and focus on everything. So I just pour into myself when I can. I put one headphone in, and I can be driving. I can be doing dishes, cooking dinner. I used to listen to training videos on my commutes to and from work. Was prime time training time. You have the time, you just got to make it work. Another goal can be to post every day on Facebook 2 to 3 times a day, and then maybe take your products consistently. That's a big one. That definitely should be everyone's goal every single month. I don't care if you've been in this for 2 years and you think you're above it. Take your products consistently. It's being a product of the product is just key. Okay, so that's how we map out our month. And knowing how to make these goals is crucial, and it's going to be something that is very unique to you. Your goals are yours and yours alone. So you want to make your goals SMART. You want them to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. What that means is your specific goals, it's like your roadmap, that what I just showed you. You're going to have a specific, you want to hit 500 PV. You want 3 new preferred customers. You're going to do 5 reach outs a day. You're going to add 10 people to Facebook every week. Very specific. You want them to be measurable. So you must have a way to keep track of how close you are and how far you are from your goals. Again, this roadmap is a perfect way to do that. It holds yourself accountable. It's in your face how close you are. Your goals also need to be attainable. So they're there to challenge you, but you don't want to overshoot it. And they're going to be unique to you and you alone. My goals are going to be different from your goals. Your goals are going to be different from Sue's goals. It's something that only you can set for yourself. You can ask for help on figuring out these goals, but you can't try and match other people's goals, because it has to map or to pave your path to your destination, and your destination is going to be unique to you. Nobody can speed it up or slow it down but you. Your goals also need to be realistic. You want to go diamond. Okay, you sign someone up and she wants to go diamond. So awesome. You're not going to go diamond in 2 months though. Most likely not going to happen. So you need to tone it down. Let's break it down. Let's make our time-bound goals. Okay, so big goals are awesome. Don't tone down your goals, the big scheme. But when we're making specific goals, they need to be realistic. So silver in 30 days, gold in 90 days, things like that. And that falls into the time-bound goals. You need to have a specific timeline, must accomplish by this date. So the 30, 60, 90-day goals is awesome. For me, my Ruby goal, my Ruby time-bound must-have goal is my due date. So by the end of April, I have to be Ruby. And how do I measure that? Through my roadmaps. And I break it down every single month. I know how many people I have to add in January, February, and March in order to make it to Ruby in April. And that's something that I sat down and did in October. So that's a 6-month goal that I mapped out. So goal setting is huge. It's a great habit to get into for 2017. And with your roadmaps, if you have if you know that this isn't going to be handed to you, you know that it's simple. Not easy, but you actually have to do it. If you have your confidence in yourself and this opportunity, if you believe you can, you will. And if you make your success a priority and have a clear why and know how to get to that destination, you guys, 2017 will blow your socks off, especially these next few months. January to April, you guys hear it time and time again, busiest season. It's when I promoted from like 5 people on my team to going to gold, to senior gold. It's when I was able to quit my job. Everyone promotes if you're working. The people that are working promote. I'm really, really excited for this year. You guys are just going to smash it. I know you are. This pretty much concludes the Zoom. You are in control of you, and you guys are on here. So I know you're committed, and I can't wait to see your success. I don't want to get where I am going without you guys coming with me. So I really appreciate your time. I'm going to go ahead and